7 in 19. How happy are you with that tally so far?
Yeah, obviously pleased. Been a good start. I still feel like I could have scored a lot more. With a lot of chances in games that feel I could be a bit more ruthless. But yeah, I'm obviously pleased with the start that I've made.
After the successes for you as an individual last season and at the start of this, do you find that you are marked more? And I mean that sort of in the multiple sense rather than just closed down a bit more, that teams are looking at you going, well, if we can stop this guy, we're part way to beating Doncaster.
Yeah, I feel like that's happened a lot more this year. I think there's been a lot of games where I've been doubled up on quite a lot, and I think it's just then where I need to mix my game up a bit more and do something different and probably move the ball a bit quicker. But yeah, it's sign of respect as well. Obviously, he respects me as a player, and yeah. But for me, I just need to keep doing what I'm doing, and it'll probably happen a lot more.
The idea of doing something different, is that something that you work on as a group for you as an individual, or it's just you are given that license, so in the moment you would perhaps think differently?
Yeah, I think it's probably a bit more just a license of doing something different myself, and to not always do what they think I'm going to do, and maybe make different runs in behind, or when I do have the ball and it is 2v1, then someone else is going to be free on the pitch, so I need to find them. So yeah, I'd probably say it's more just myself and my own decision making.
And is that the type of thing that you, even as a young footballer, sort of making your way, you had that kind of, coaches would allow you to do that? And that was kind of in your mind as part of your kind of, makeup as a footballer?
Yeah, obviously, like growing up, yeah, thinking academy football, there's a lot of 1v1s and stuff like that, so you don't always necessarily deal with the 2v1s, and as you get older, things get a lot more tactical, and so yeah, when obviously you're coming up against teams that are going to end up doubling up on you, like I said, it's taking it into your own hands and trying to think of other ways that you can get the opportunity to score.
It's interesting, yeah, because, well, from the outside, sometimes when you hear criticisms of the academy systems overall, and it's not one club particularly, they talk about, just kind of the mass coaching rather than not necessarily giving footballers who can play with freedom and a freedom to think, and you maybe don't get that so much because you've got all these targets to hit, etc., that it's only when you get into the senior game that can you perhaps get back to that.
Yeah, definitely. Obviously, with being an academy, it's a lot focused on just your development and obviously improving little parts of your game. And then obviously when you take that step into the men's football, I think there's a lot of change, and there's a lot more things you have to do and adapt to. And but yeah, that just comes with age and obviously just adapting to it.
How much do you look forward to occasions like Saturday? You'd imagine there'll be 10,000 in. Notts County are flying as well. Big game for both.
Yeah, huge game. Obviously, level on points in the league. Two very good attacking teams, and yeah, looking forward to it. I think it'll be a good game for everyone involved, and like you said, there'll be a lot of fans there, and it'll be a good crowd. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Clearly, to be boring, it's only 3 points. But ultimately, how much do you look at this as a chance to set a marker, if you like? They're almost certainly going to be a promotion rival this year, and taking some credit off them this year.
Yeah, obviously it is. Like you said, it's only 3 points, but we feel it is a big 3 points, and yeah, obviously it's a team that's going to be up there, and we feel like if we can get the win on Saturday, we can definitely start going on a run and start break away from the pack.
Because in the kind of quest for perfection, which never happens in football, home form, tidy that up, you're laughing, aren't you? Because away from home, it's been superb.
Yeah, we've been really good away from home recently. Something that we weren't the best at probably last year. We were probably a lot better at home last year. So yeah, it's obviously now we've got that away form. I feel like we've been doing really well. Like you said, it's just tidying up that home form a little bit, and yeah, there's no reason why we can't go on another run.
One thing that I was keen to ask about. So the Bromley performance at home, without sort of delving too much into that, but one game later, you turn in a great performance, and I just wonder what switched or flicked on or whatever in between those two games to get you back to the kind of Doncaster Rovers team we're more used to seeing.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I think this year we deal with adversity a lot better. I think we bounce back a lot more. Obviously, it's happened a couple of times this season where we might not have put a good performance in and not got the result, but then the week after, then we bounce back with a good result. So, obviously, I think last year, especially start of the season, I think we struggled with that. We couldn't get that bounce back, but this year with the mentality that we've got and the players that we've got in the dressing room, I think we've got more than enough to be able to do that and to be able to win every game.
Grant McCann last year was talking to us about the league ladder that you all saw in the training area. A couple of minutes ago, he was talking about setting the challenge of having a bit of breathing space, if you like, at the top end of the table. How important is it to have those mini goals in the plan for the overall one?
Yeah, it's huge. Obviously, you see what Port Vale have done recently. They've obviously since we beat them, they've went on a really good run, and obviously they've given themselves a little bit of breathing space between the rest of the pack. So it's something that we want to do. We want to go on our own run now and take ourselves away from everyone else, and it probably helps you focus on your game a lot more when you know you've got a bit of breathing room. And I feel like once we do start getting on that run, we'll have no looking back.